got this. Right. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for getting on the We Huddle. Appreciate everyone taking the time and just coming on this Monday. And we're part of the We Partners Network, and it's growing globally. And I have a lot of great announcements. Main thing is we still focus on our mission and vision. Is we're creating wealth, we're creating community. We're creating a legacy here. And the vision is growing, and we're being to grow to 10,000 people. It doesn't take one person. It's all of us as a community to build this together. So, want to make some announcements. There's more flyers being created today. We have about 4 or 5 more partners that just joined this week. Our first Canadian partner, Candace Lee, out in Vancouver, partner with Ada Lee and John Tsai together. Just honored to be in this co-partnership in Vancouver. So it's starting to grow globally. Kenzie Kim just joined with Amy Chan and Raven and Evelyn, and then Julie Pham or JP with Tuan. So the co-sponsorship works. As you can see these charts as we continue to grow, leverage our partners globally. Every morning we do this huddle. Every Friday we have a coffee meetup, and you can start growing your coffee meetups around the country. You don't, or you can just leverage this, make your own flyer, and then because this coffee meetup is just meeting people, right? So, all right. Well, DFW to Hawaii. I'm going to be in Hawaii April 11th to the 18th. We have 3 events going on. Rob Flick, our leader partner, who has 17,000 agents, he's going to do an EXP Explain in Honolulu, and that's on the 13th. And then the following day, on the 14th, we have our Build Hawaii. On the 15th, Masami and Eriko are doing another We Partners event in Hawaii. So that flyer is being created today. We're going to send it out. If you can't make it to Hawaii, it's okay. You can FOMO, but the main thing is you can invite people to the events. So I'm going to be there for a few days. Luann, Tom Trong, all of us are flying in. And guess what? After Hawaii, I'm flying straight to Vancouver for EXPCon. We have an Airbnb. So if you want to just crash, I told Andy, like, hey, just come over, come just to Vancouver and just hang out. So we'll have that in Vancouver. Of course, every business meetup on Tuesdays, and then there's a Level Up Agent Network for production on Tuesdays as well with Teresa and Don Lawrence. Faith in Real Estate, we have 2 events going on right now, Wednesday and Thursdays, one in Irving and one in Carrollton. So check that out as well. April 14th, we have a Partners in Prosperity. Lucia handles this event. Please invite people to South Lake if you're in this area. And I will be in Houston on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, there's actually 2 events. There's the Houston EXP Regional Rally. I'm going to go there at 9 o'clock to get my selfie, say hi to everyone. And then I'm going to jet over to the Global Leader Summit with co-founders. Michelle Wilson is our partner with Toby. She's a co-sponsor. We have Jay Kinder, has 8,000 agents in his organization. I'm also co-sponsored with him as well. We have Tao Nguyen, my other co-sponsor partner, and then just a lot of great leaders that are going to be there. So if you're in Houston or if you want to invite people to Houston, this is a free event. Have them meet me there. All right, this Friday we're excited because we're doing March Madness. Arun, you want to fly in, wear your jersey? That's okay. But we're going to do a potluck and we barbecue. So these events is creating community and culture and just getting people together. It's going to be fun. It's on a Friday. So just plan to stay late, clean up, help out, and bring your best swings and stuff like that. Regional rally, of course, I mentioned in Houston. We're going to have a regional rally in Austin on April 7th. I will do a day trip. So whoever wants to hop in the wee bus or the minivan or whatever car I'm driving down there, let me know so we can go for a day trip to support our partners down in Austin. NAREP, April 9th, we have Mario Vitorica and Natalie Salas from the Wolfpack. So we got the Honey Badgers group with Global Alliance and then the Wolfpack. They're all going to be here for a NAREP event. Guess what? We're going to do Latino nights. So we're going to do Latino night on April 9th on Thursday from 5:30 to 9 o'clock. Please invite to this. Flyers are being created today as well. So don't miss out on what's going on in Dallas. Again, Hawaii build. And in May, we're going to have our production summit in North Texas. If you're in a different market, please make sure you connect with the other regional leaders in your market, see what other production things are going on. Make sure you stay plugged in. Vancouver, Paris, Salt Lake City. I'm going to be all three, so make sure you connect people with me. We're going to do an event in Paris. We decided to do the EXP Asian Network event in Chinatown or Vietnam Town or whatever they want to call it, Asia Town in Paris. And we're just going to find a banquet room and we're just going to have a 10-course meal or something and, just connect with people. It'll be fun. I mean, that's how we start, right? Food brings people together. So. Um, we have our power attraction training, first and third Tuesday with our partner, Tom and Marissa. And of course, every Friday at 11 o'clock Central Time, our commercial president, our past president of EXP Commercial, James Wong, hosts a Friday call. You know how to find us on We Partners Network on our Facebook group. And these are our QR code and links. We are going to announce that we're going to beta test going to Slack for our organization. I know that this change is not easy. However, we're going to be doing something different and try to organize because if we want to scale to 1,000, there's different ways to do it. But from our organization standpoint, and I see that we have Tom Trong on the call. So it's an honor to have our leader partner Tom on the call. And, when we have these calls, it's just to motivate us on Mondays, share 30-second wins, raise those hands, be prepared, and let's go. It's only 9:10. Let's finish early. And then I'll stay back. So I have an hour here. So I'm going to spend my time. If we finish early, I will stay here, answer questions just to be here as your partner. So, all right, Peggy Patterson, take it away.
Hi guys, good morning. Um, Quick update for me. I do want to share something really important, and some people are going to think it's negative, but it's not. It's positive. And this past week, I was actually hit by a car in a pedestrian crosswalk. The lady was not paying attention. I don't know how she didn't see me, but by the grace of God, I was paying attention and I reacted quickly, and I jumped up on the hood of her car because I saw her coming. And that is really the only thing that saved my life. So you guys really, I truly believe that's really why I'm still here today. So y'all pay attention when you're out there. People are not paying attention. Um, so I've been in physical therapy this week and I'm recovering and I'm going to be fine. So I look at it as a positive because God was like, no, not yet. Girl, you're still here. We still have things for you to do. I'm sure my guardian angel, though, was like, Peggy. But it was just a reminder really to like slow down, be present, not take a single day for granted, y'all. Every day we wake up, I mean, it's a blessing. It really is. So go out there this week and be grateful and make something happen. On the business side, I do have still my auto repair shop that is over in Carrollton by the Addison Airport, and I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Saxy with a 1,000 square foot workshop that is full electric, full AC, dedicated bay door on over an acre of land. So I'll definitely be at the at the potluck this week, and I'm bringing a guest. So I will definitely see y'all there. You can hug me, just not so tight, a little bit. But thank you. I am grateful to be part of this universe, and shout out to all of you because I will tell you, in that moment that the life flashed before my eyes, every single one of you guys flashed in my mind because I am grateful for all of you. Thank you.
You got that Kung Fu Panda skill. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you for sharing, and I'm glad that you're here with us. And yes, thank you for sharing that. All right, Paul Roberts, take it
Yes,
away,
sir.
man.
Man, welcome back. And thank you for letting me run the call last week. Hopefully I did good. Hopefully I did some justice. I hope everybody knows everybody a little better so they can introduce each other better at the barbecues. It's important that people know us on a personal level, not just, hey, here's Lucia. She's a good real estate agent. No one gives a crap. Who is Lucia? What makes her tick? What makes her fired up in the morning? What makes her go? Why are we partners with her? So I hope it helped for the barbecue this week. as we become tighter and stronger as a unit, and it's not just superficial stuff. It's all about, who are you? What are your kids' names? What's important to you? What are your hobbies? What did you overcome before the age of 18? What have you not overcome? What tragedies have you had? So last week was amazing because of you doing some what do we call it? I want to call it recon, but it's not recon. Because of you doing stuff like co-sponsoring and leading co-sponsoring, I got this crazy woman that said, hey, let's go do luxury together. I was like, you know what, why not? I should do luxury. I am luxury. What the heck? We felt we did 2 incredible YouTube videos last week for luxury. They should come out in the next 2 weeks. I'm excited about that. Just from doing those videos, we met some incredible people that, I'm not kidding you, Daniel, you're gonna make fun of me, but it's got me pulled in, sucked into luxury. I'm not gonna go do a bunch of luxury. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? But I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the team. I'm most excited about, coming back from Cabo. Cabo was a different experience for me this year. I missed all my Asian friends. Usually in Cabo every year, I'm literally surrounded, but I'm the only white dude. It's awesome. I love it. And no kidding, from the bottom of my heart, I miss my Asian tribe, and I told you that, Daniel, and I sent you pictures. But there's something happens, So I took a step back, and I really grabbed a hold of a couple things that I've taken advantage of. I am building out a complete AI system to help agents win every listing with AI. I'm able to R&D, like my good friend Daniel says, from a presentation in Cabo, and I've already communicated with him, and I've communicated with the people that help him do that, and I'm looking forward to rolling that out and showing it to everybody. It's going to be a game changer for our organization. It's going to be a game changer for what I'm building. I'm building a community that is definitely passionate on being physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially fit. But this gives me an edge, Daniel, because now I have tools to say, hey, here's how you can win every listing with AI. Here's how you can win every buyer with AI. Here's how you can get every recruit with AI. And I'm excited about it, Daniel. And I appreciate you for pushing me to go to Cabo. I appreciate you for pushing me to go to all these events. I can't go to all of them. That's not the key. The key is when you get to one, you take advantage of it. And thank you, Daniel, for always pushing these events. I think sometimes when you do the announcements, people are like, oh God, he's talking about Hawaii again. He's talking about this again. Don't worry about it. If you can't go, don't go. But if you can, I would do everything in your power to go and take something away that changes your life forever. Because no kidding, Daniel, Cabo is a game. Last 2 weeks was a game changer for us, and I'm excited about it. And I appreciate you for always pushing these events. And I'm going to be with y'all in spirit this Friday at the barbecue. And again, I hope y'all show some love to each other and love on each other and show the world how much we love each other. Not just, hey, Daniel's a good guy. He owns Plano, which he does own Plano, no doubt. But Daniel's got a big heart, and that's what you need to lead with first. Is Daniel's got a massive heart, and he loves all of us and wants to take care of all of us. People will join the team because of that, not because of EXP. EXP is the best in the world. Don't worry about that crap. We the best. Nobody better. But Daniel Ing got a big heart. So love you, buddy. Thanks for letting me talk.
Thank you, the Monkey King, Paul Roberts. Appreciate it. Yes. These events, you don't have to FOMO. You can just share. Tom's going to be there in Hawaii with me. Share. You have a connection somewhere in Hawaii. Think about it, right? Deep thought. Think about what connection. If not, create a flyer like, hey, come meet Daniel. Come meet Tom. We're here to support you. Arun, take it away. New York City.
Okay. So a few wins from last week. We ended the week last week with 2 accepted offers. They should be going to contract in the next few days. One was a big, it was like a hard, it's been a long time to search for this perfect place. Like cash buyers that honestly that can't compete in such desirable markets in New Jersey, where the listing agents list properties like hundreds of thousands of dollars below market value, and then it's always 20 offers, 25 offers. So it's tough. So we were able to get it done, and it was a funny story because sometimes when you meet a listing agent, if you're a buyer's agent or vice versa, and you feel like there's some energy there that you might have met them before or something like that. Maybe you have, but so it turns out that this listing agent We got to chatting. I mentioned, my husband's in the restaurant business here, and he said, "Oh, my daughter-in-law is Chinese, and her last name is Chan. So, I mean, you grew up in Hong Kong. I think that's where that's from, etc." And I'm like, "Yeah, it should. I mean, if her last name is Chan, then most likely her parents are from Hong Kong. Like, if that's not correct, then I'm not a Hong Kong boy." On Saturday, I'm walking across the Williamsburg Bridge. The listing agent calls me. I'm expecting something terrible to be, on the other end of that line, but he just says, "Hey, it's Ross. I'd love for you to say hi to someone." And then he passes the phone to someone, and this girl says, "Arun, it's Melissa Chan from Boston University. Do you remember me?" And I said, "Of course." And she said, "Ross, the listing agent, is my father-in-law." And I said, "Oh my God, crazy." So that was a wonderful, moment. We're just getting into that deal together, and I don't know if you guys believe in, if maybe a lot of you believe in this, but going into a deal with positive energy, I think almost always means that you're exiting the deal with positive energy as well. So that bodes really well. Second one is we had to fall out of a contract for a buyer of mine that we have tax abatements here, and sometimes in new construction the tax abatement doesn't come through, which was throwing her loan out of whack, which was a little unfortunate. But we saw another property, she fell in love with it. We submitted an offer, we got an accepted offer, and she's really happy. And I just wanted to share those two things because there's just unexpected moments. You think like something might be on pause and it might take a long time, but it's all happening the way it's supposed to happen. And I've developed a friendship with this listing agent. I have another client that's interested in the new construction property that that second buyer went into. So it's all seems to be like moving upwards in a great direction. I just wanted to share that energy with everyone.
Thank you, Arun. Appreciate it. And I just talked to Felix Bravo, our international growth leader for EXP, and I'll be in Hong Kong in May to June.
Oh,
so
okay.
my goal is to meet with all the people that they are interviewing to really kickstart Hong Kong, because we need to get this up and running. And I'm going to be there for a month. I hope that I can. And I told Felix, like, we need to really figure out what to do. They just changed the country leader for Australia, so
Yeah.
I'm going to connect with her as well. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, and with your connections in New York City, with our connections in San Francisco, we need to grow globally and think
Daniel,
a little bit outside our box. So
I'll connect you with my mom. She's a global trustee for the Urban Land Institute, and if you want to have coffee with my mom, she's an architect and urban planner. I think you maybe have met her before in Dallas, but she'd love to make introductions if needed.
yep. And then Tom and James will be on that, try to help out. So thank you.
Awesome.
All,
Yep.
all right. Anyone's hands? We got Jim Wong on the call too. Man, we got both our leader partners here today. Teresa.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's been so crazy. Daniel knows that our team has been trying to recruit. We're talking to many different people right now, especially Kevin is our strongest team member. He's connecting left and right. And of course, myself, still deep into the production field. So I had 2 more listings last week, multiple open houses, also leases executed, so lots of activities. So if you're out there and you wonder how the market is doing, it's doing really well. Honestly, I think this year's prices are still probably not as strong as last year, maybe slightly lower than last year. However, there are lots and lots of activities. At least we see people coming to open houses. Yesterday, we had more than 10 families showing up at an open house in McKinney, and the week before in Frisco. So I have lots of listings. So if you want to check out my website, tianlitong.exp.com, there are lots and lots of listings, especially commercial listings. Since James is here, I'm gonna say that I have. So if anyone wants to invest in Fort Worth and Dallas, I have a Chinese building house, school. Chinese school in a building, standalone, actually connected. Actually, one side connected to a strip mall in Plano that was for sale, and a standalone four property portfolio in Fort Worth for sale. Anybody is interested in buying commercial real estate, please check out our own team listings.
Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it.
Sure.
And
That's it.
Teresa, Kevin, and I are heading down to Houston tomorrow. So anyone want to hop on that bandwagon, let us know. So TC, take it away.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Great week. I trying to R&D Daniel last week. I had a leadership meeting within my small organizations to put our heads together to try to replicate what Daniel's building in terms of the community. A lot of time people follow people, and what do? We try to build community. Productions is the focus. Revenue share comes after that as well. My goal is to help ramp up the partners' productions and also allow them to see the opportunity in revenue shares. I've attracted partners joining, but I don't want them to feel like, hey, I'm joining TC. All you talk about is just revenue share, revenue share. But the goal is to bring home the production for the family, the income, and then to then build a revenue share organization for your future, your kids' future. So very excited about that. We had also had a team outing as well. We brought our kids, so everyone had a great time. I had a closing last week, which I'm very proud of for myself and my client. And we strategized, and we basically they had like over 15 offers. This property is listed over 40,000 into the market. We bought it at full price. But there's multiple offers way over asking price. The seller selected our offer because the way we strategize the offer. I can tell more about that at a later date. But just wanted to also include that I executed a new build contract, as well as a pre-owned home that I'm very proud about. Invited my client to my client event last October, and he still talks about it. He's like, "Hey, I love that event. Please invite me to all your future event," because that connections. I mean, obviously, my job is to continue to connect with my clients throughout the year. Don't wait for the event, but that event really made an impact to him, his family. They love it so much. They're like, I want to win those prizes. I'm gonna come back and win it next year. So, if anything, at least that event will kind of reconnect us. I'm selling his house, and we executed a brand new deal for them last Friday. So I'm very excited about that. I have a full production week. Just really staying focused, trying to train my assistant here, Jen, so that he's up and running so I can run around like Daniel. Want to wish everyone a productive week. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, TC. Thank you for stepping up in your leadership and the partnership that you are creating, and that's duplication right there. So when we get to 1,000, when we get to 10,000, you're gonna have these small groups, and we're creating these we hubs. So TC has a we hub, and if you want to plug in with TC's hub, he's like a small group leader, right? You're gonna have these different hubs. Arun's gonna handle the New York City hub, and Peggy's gonna handle a hub, and Andy's gonna, and that's how we're gonna grow. And our communication's gonna go that way. And that's why it's really important as we scale, right? I hired recently Kat's on the call. She's helping with the operations. She's creating SOPs. She's doing these KPIs so we can keep accountable, you know. So we're going to scale. And if you're not going to be following and communicating, we're going, you gotta keep up, but at the same time is don't feel FOMO. You're a part of this growth. Okay. So appreciate it, TC. Tina out there, you went to Cabo, and it's just an excitement and always helping out. Tom, you want to kind of share anything, or Tina, you want to share anything about Cabo?
Well, I always have to jump up at 9:30 for another call. I
Yeah.
apologize, but I just went to a friend's funeral that's a lot of our ages last week unexpectedly. So I know there's a lot of business going on, and my takeaway from Cabo, another event, and even the funeral is relationships matter, and each of you matter. And so while we're out there doing business, remember we're making a difference. So I leave you with that.
Thank you, Tina. Yes. Relationship first. That's what we're about. and it's very important. That's how we're creating our community. Communities first. So thank you, Tina. Tom Trong,
Great stuff,
out in
Tina.
Boston.
I want to see, yes, good morning, everybody. I want to first, I'm thankful for your leadership, Daniel. You show up to serve everybody every single day, every single week, a month in, year out. I appreciate you for that. So I want to make sure that you hear that from me, and you hear that from me privately anyhow, but I want to make sure I said that publicly. And of course, all of our leaders here, right? James Huang is on the call. Jim, thanks him for jumping on to support Daniel and Calvin and his organization. TC, your hands are still raised, just so you know, but I appreciate you as well. Of course, the Monkey King. Look at that big smile on that guy. All right. I mean, all of you guys. Look at all the smiles on the screen right now. Tina and Judy and Arun, right? All of you. I love it. Eriko, I got to see her a couple of weeks ago in New York City. So to announce, I'm coming to Austin, Texas. Oh my goodness, Julie Do is getting installed as the Aria Austin
No, you're going to
chapter
Dallas.
president.
You're going to Dallas. Dallas.
I'm sorry, I'm going to Dallas. Thank you. I'm everywhere. I lose track. Thank you, Daniel. I'm going to Dallas. So I hope you
April
guys
4th.
show up
April
there.
4th.
April 4th. Thank you, Daniel. Hit me up. I don't have anything planned other than going to Julie's event, but I would love to meet with you, grab coffee. If you got someone you want me to share the opportunity with, make sure that you get in touch with me ASAP. So I'm also going to be in Hawaii, as Daniel said, right? I have the honor of speaking on that stage when they call. That's a huge honor to deliver massive value on that big stage there. So looking forward to that. I'll be taking the extra time to attend the other two events in Hawaii that Daniel just mentioned earlier. But then I have extra time. So if you got some rock stars, you get people who want to, change people's lives, let me know, and I can do it on your behalf. The message here, like Daniel said earlier, I want to underscore is you have the ability to build an organization and change people's lives, really. Teresa said something earlier, which I really appreciate, right? She's out there recruiting. And I might ask her and you guys to sort of shift your mindset a little bit. Shift your mindset in terms of us recruiting people, how can actually do well and then do good for people, how we can actually affect people's lives, right? And I think that once you get into conversation with people, you want to come at it from a perspective of being a consultant, not a salesperson, to be an advisor, not a recruiter. There's a fine line there, right? Because unless they can imagine what it's going to be like in our world, unless they can feel it, see it, believe it, touch it, hug it, eat the food, right? It's all part of the culture. Unless they can imagine or experience it, they won't join us. So show them what it means to be part of our organization before they become part of it. And that means bringing them to the events, inviting them, and not expecting anything in return other than the goal is, wow, my broker's not really doing this for me. I don't have the culture that we have here. I don't have the ability to have someone of, Jim Huang's caliber or Calvin's caliber to help me grow my organization and put money in my pocket, right? Show that to them. I think that would be my one message here. My Power Hour Agent Attraction call every first and third Tuesday of the month. I promise you, if you show up, you will get value. Daniel, can I share a screen for just a bit? Let me share with you a quick snapshot of what you guys might not know, okay, about your business. So, all of you have this access to your dashboard. The number I want to point out right here is, see this transactions per agent? My goal by the end of this year is to get this to an average of 5 transactions per agent. Look at your transactions per agent and see what does that look like for your organization, whether you have 10 people or 20 people, look at that per transaction and make sure that you focus on that. This is something really powerful that I saw recently. So Daniel, I'm two away from 1700.
Well,
On
we're adding two more this week, so you'll get that.
All right, all right, all right.
And
So it's been growing. It's been growing so much faster than ever before. I
it
shared this
has.
with you, not to brag, not to impress you, but to impress upon you how much of a difference you can make. So when I click on this is the lineage. All right, that's everyone in your revenue share tree. But here, the contributor view is where it shows everyone who's contributing to your revenue share organization. Okay, Lineage doesn't give everyone that contributes to rev share, but the contributor view does. And when I look at this, look, do you guys know this button is available? You can go down to
Yes.
15 levels now. 15 levels. Now, you guys might not be there yet, and one day you will be. But there are people in my level 8, 89 of them, 25 in level 9, 3 in level 10, 1 in level 11 that are contributing to my revenue share. So that myth about only getting paid through 7 levels is no longer true because of primary sponsorship and co-sponsorship, right? So I just want to share that. And this is the type of stuff that I teach on our agent attraction, not to mention scripting and how to deliver a message. And sometimes on our agent attraction call, we go live and we call agents. I would call on you guys. I said, okay, Judy, who do you got? Who's a rock star in your market in DFW? Give me their phone number. Give me a little bit about them, and I'll pick up the phone and I'll call for you. Because I'm going to call and sort of make a friend and see if I can help them a little bit. So those are the type of training we do. Okay. You guys know about my website, agentsgetfree.com. I'm traveling a lot. I still continue to travel a lot because I love it. And when I do, those who know how to leverage us who travel can build their revenue share without having to leave the comforts of your home. You just have you have relationship capital that is worth a lot more than my financial capital. What does that mean? Relationship capital means they trust you. I can spend as much money as I want traveling to places, but if they don't trust me, I'm not going to get a sit down with them. You guys have relationship capital. And if you edify Daniel and you edify Jim and you edify me, and they show up at our hotel lobby and we present, that goes a long way. And guess what? They go into a revenue share organization and along with ours. Hopefully that clicks for you. So those who are really smart about that really leverage our calendars. Thanks.
Yes. And Tom has another website called Rock the Comma, and that's his calendar, his travel schedule. It's all there, and we're here to support you guys. That's the
Yeah.
power of leverage, because we are traveling where you don't have to travel, but you have the power of the invite. So
Yeah. So here's the Rock the Comma, right? And so our team's event map, it's junk in, junk out. So unless you guys share with me your events, I can't include it on my team. So we have events, live events everywhere around the world, guys. If you're really smart about this, you're gonna leverage us traveling everywhere around the world. So here's my calendar. This is a very simple website, but that's the only way I'm able to track it, right? I'm in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm in Vegas. I'm in Dallas. I'm in Honolulu. India is coming up. Big trip. I'm looking forward to, right? And of course, Salt Lake City. Here's James Huang's travel. Well, he has recurring calls. I know Jim does a lot. Well, when he travels, he'll show up here. How about that? Keith Andrews, Daniel Lang, here's Daniel and Calvin Wong, your leader, right? We try to keep up with this stuff, but sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with all this stuff. But I think, Dan, you have your own calendar anyhow. But if you
Yep.
if you guys are in the organization, you want us to help you build out your calendar. I have 4 executive assistants who work for me around the clock. So there's no lack of support. We just need the information from you. Okay.
Thank you.
Sam Chopra is helping us build out India. Look how active Sam is now, right? So
He is active, yes.
he's beginning to build his calendar as well. So Sam's my level 2. My level 2 in rev share. Anyhow, that's it, Chip. That's it, Dan.
And really for you guys, don't think it's a far reach. We are here to support you. Tom, myself, James Huang, and your other leader partners, they're focused on growth. They're already there. Like Tom has over almost 1,700 people. What did he do? Have a conversation with him. Tom is available anytime. I'm available. You can text me. Erica knows that. We're chatting away. Andy, I was using salt and pepper shakers on the ski resort, just kind of going over co-sponsorships, make sure people understood the power of leverage. You have partners globally now that you can work with. Have a conversation, tell them who you are, let them know your value prop, and they'll share their value prop, and you feel like there's energy and synergy together. Go work together, right? So just create chaos, like Paul Roberts says. Just go, just create chaos. Just go. Got to do it, because at the end of the day, is the more people we help, right? That's our goal. We're creating more relationships. We're helping more people, and at the same time, as we're building a network for the next generation. I tell my kids I was so if no one has their hands up, Jim, you want to share anything?
For me, I'm
Appreciate
just more focused on the commercial, but it's infrastructure. And I do agree, it's culture. Why do you stay in any organization? It's culture. You feel that everyone around you supports you, cares about you, right? With Tina, everyone well-wishing when you travel, but also it's leads, referrals. And attraction, I say, would always have to be there, right, to introduce what you're doing. Why are you so successful? Why are you so happy, right? But I know that you got to do the day job, which is getting some deals done, right? So like I always say, like with Daniel and with Calvin, Calvin's a producer. Right? Look, he just keeps going. Calvin, you owe Daniel and us because I remember the first year, like, because I trust you guys, I'll give you 1 year. And if it doesn't work, I won't work, because we were all at Sperry together. So I understand that you got to look at it as you transact, you mentor or refer. And I would just suggest everyone try to put some type of coaching, education podcast together. And then you try to attract, and attraction should be in everything you do. Those that could be intentional should be intentional. Those that, as a side, you just introduce, right, Calvin? When you are doing business, you just introduce, right? EXP, why you're so happy, what happened when you first joined after Sperry, a franchise company. You did well. I think you're doing phenomenal now, right? And your life, you may be doing it because your life is getting way too comfortable, but it does take, like everything, compounding. For those that think it's going to happen overnight, I was with Tom and Dick when they were doing recruiting meetings in their hotel rooms because we are all ARIA. And I was like, Tom just kept the passion and the commitment that he has is the same. Tom, I think it's like 7 or 8 years now at EXP. So those that think, oh, I'm just going to do it and it's not going to work, and then I get burnt out and tired. It's the long game. It's consistent, but these groups support you. I would say if you're doing commercial, what we're doing in commercial is building a global network with Renaissance. And as everyone says, we don't want to EXP over everyone. We built the Renaissance Network as a network group. It's open. It has education, technology, and training. It has referral services, and many people here will build another type of rev share where it's non-RESPA services. So it is important to find your lane, plug in. No matter what, you always share what you're doing at EXP, because if you are passionate, if you are doing well, you share it. And if you're not happy, we'll see it too, right? You probably won't attract because you don't care or it doesn't work for you. But you got to really consider consistency, plugging in and showing up. At the worst, you show up at virtual, you show up at live when you can, and you will see as you start doing production, mentoring, and always sharing your attraction, it works. And for us, we invite everyone here to join us on the commercial end. We're adding technology of recesses, building a bubble, but this is the big one. Like I said, culture, and referrals. I have 3 groups right now coming in that are referral partners, 2 commercial, residential sending it to referral, commercial. What I would like to do is sending some of these referrals to our more active agents, obviously that produce in commercial. I hope you dangle these carrots to give it to juniors or people that, like I know Yen, you're doing well now. I see you're kicking ass. We watch this. Those that may need just a little kickstart to get a couple deals. Many of us that were in commercial, even residential, deals beget more deals. If you use the deals, you leverage it from marketing, cold calling, working the deals, you get more deals, you get more, and they can hear your positivity and you're vested to say it's your deal. So we hope now that with 3 groups, and thank you, Tom, to connect all these partners together. So now I can distribute leads and referrals. RealNext is going to be a partner, so it's databases. You may see, Daniel, I'll work with you. You have a database. I want to know who your people are, who needs help, who does well, sending more referrals, right? Which people needs to grow. We dangle these deals. And then because I'm just going to say, I got the Chesterton account. I'm going to probably get 3 or 4 more accounts. That's 20 or 30,000 agents in recess. So now I'm helping them grow their commercial without being there. I'm just a consultant. But now they're going to send referrals out. Where do you think they're going to send it? They're going to send to the bucket. My thing is just rules of engagement. If you take this lead, then you can't EXP and grab them because then they'll cut off the referrals. But Calvin that does referrals, Keith Andrews that I've watched doing mentorship. For those that are in commercial or wants to learn commercial, this is going to start passing leads and referrals to everyone. And I'm going to start working with everyone here. Even if you are new, we're going to start passing some leads so you can work on it. And Tom and Daniel, we're going to look at seeing how we stack the referrals, work on the referral fees, legitimately you do some work so you can qualify. And I know I'm working with Tom, Daniel, Calvin, right? Leadership here, Teresa. How do we stack the co-sponsoring? Because co-sponsoring is a game changer. We are now building hubs, right, Daniel, with Thrive. You know the one from Keith Andrews Group and Eric Clark. So we are leveraging everything. It's just you got to plug in, show up, but we are going to make it, as we all know, brokers are really lazy, right? They get distracted. We need to keep it simple, right? We can't overwhelm them. If you build systems in the platform, you could just start plugging it in. And then that's what we're doing on commercial for Renaissance. And because of that, as you were talking about growing globally, there is no really EXP commercial globally. I'm talking to all the leaders like Sam, like Rob Jones, like everyone else that are trying to grow commercial. Being past commercial president, I told them, you need the tech, you need the people. They think they're just going to resi-mercial their way into commercial. They're not. Tom, this is what I told you. That's why they always fail, and they keep failing because they keep doing the same things like Remax, Berkshire, and KW. So this group, our group, will be able to plug in commercial around the world because we have the tech and we look the way they need to be. So like in Hong Kong, Daniel going there and other people going in other countries and Tom having leaders in other countries, this commercial is our secret sauce for our group because of me and I would say 30 past presidents part of our group. So I just want to thank Daniel, Calvin, having the trust, faith to do this. All the other leaders that have been helping Daniel, because Daniel gets tired. I have a lot of talks with him, but he still cares. Daniel, I would say, is one, and Calvin is some of the most caring people you ever meet. They literally will give you the shirt off your back, drive you around, just take good care of you. So you are with the right leaders that genuinely care. Because everyone knows who knows Daniel well. Daniel doesn't need to do this. Daniel wants to do this. Calvin doesn't need to do this. And Calvin, you got to stop taking more vacations. I know you're doing really well, but everyone here, especially the ones that came over with us, they really care about you because they don't have to do it. They want to do it. So I appreciate everyone here. Reach out to us, join our Friday calls, and you're going to start seeing if you're interested in commercial, resi-mercial, we're building this pipeline with leads starting to pump through. So Daniel, I'll work with you and the team.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Every time I share our, slide deck where we partners, people join people, and you have Jim in that photo, you have Tom in that photo, and Calvin and myself, and it's how we started 5 years ago. and because of the trust and the building, that's how we do it. And kind of the win this week. Drove to Breckenridge, got to break bread with Andy and the group out in Denver. It was a last minute trip. It was like within 24 hours I was on the road. Um, and the win was I didn't have to drive. Pretty much 98% of the way was through full self-driving through the Tesla. Worked like a charm. It actually saved me in the morning coming back because it saw 3 deers crossing the road. I didn't see it yet, but the car slowed down. So grateful for that. Um, Leverage technology, use it for your advantage. That's what AI is. Leverage and learn, right? Everyone's on ChatGPT. That's old. That's old tech now. You got to learn Claude. You got to learn Perplexity. Ask other people that what they're using. It's evolving so fast. I can't keep up. And I'm still learning. You have to be in this mode of learning, advancing, connecting. And that's the same thing with relationships. How do we build better relationships with people? And that is our goal. Because if we really believe in building a legacy, we have to create strong relationships. Another highlight I got to do is actually visit Gene Frederick. He's the goat of EXP, right? He didn't start EXP, but it's because of his leadership and his connections started building. And he has probably, if you look at like rev share keep on going down, 80% of the company. We got to visit him at his house in Breckenridge. He happened to be there at spring break with his grandkids, and just very down to earth leader, right? And then he gave my son a book, and I hope my son will read that and appreciate that because we as parents can always like tell the kids, but when you have the legend give your son a book, I hope that will change his life. I hope that he will also step up to be a leader one day, right? That's always like the wish of a parent. Like I wish we hope that he will start mature and be you know a young leader, um and at the same time is be humble, right? That's the prayer I have. But I appreciate everyone getting on this call. It's really important that we scale this year. This is the year to go to 600. This is the year to go to 1,000. We can do it. And I believe in every single one of you, every single one that has connected with me, that's plugged in. I know you guys can do it. But you have to stay plugged in, and you have to want it for yourself too. You want to build an organization, to build a legacy, to help more people. If you don't believe in that, it's not going to happen. Like Erico is in Japan. We're in Japan because of Erico that brought in Masami, that brought in another person. That's why we're in Japan, and it's growing. We're in Korea because of Kevin through Teresa, right? All this stuff connects, and don't feel like it's far-fetched. It is not. Like I started getting revenue share, small amounts in Peru and Chile. I don't even speak Spanish. We're starting getting checks in Japan because of that.
But you know how to say De Niro.
De Niro, yes.
I'm kidding.
So, but truthfully, it's not just about the revenue. It's about the connection, the sharing, right? That's why I love the word share. We're all sharing together. You know that a lot of this income that comes in comes back to the organization, right? So, anyways, I can talk all day. I really appreciate everyone's time. I'm gonna stay on for another 8 to 10 more minutes. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Jim,
stop
let me
the
share
live stream.
something with you.
Yes, go ahead.
Let me see, share, boom. So guys, we put out a brand new EXP commercial explain video. Can you guys see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So it's on YouTube, but it's right there on the homepage of Agents Get Free as well. I'm not going to play it all. So I actually got it down another 5 minutes. So this video is under 30 minutes. Okay. I'll just play the first 30 seconds of it here. Well, welcome everybody. Today we are going to share with you why EXP Commercial is exploding across the country and globally. EXP Commercial is the brokerage for growth-minded advisors because it lets you keep more of your money. You can plug into serious technology tools and build a national business without the overhead and politics of a traditional shop. Here, you're on an 80-20 aggressive split with a very low cap.
All right, that's
Then,
it. I just want to share that. It's on our website. You guys can go grab that and share that. Share that video. My best practices is sit with them and watch it with them as if you were watching the video for the first time and you are fired up about the program. Daniel Ang helped us record this thing. So then you say, hey, if I can get you one-on-one time with Daniel or Tom or Tracy, would you make the time? Because these guys are rock stars. Watch the video with them and then say, if I would you, if I would you. That's my last training tip for you guys today. Okay, don't do it yourself. If I could get you on the call with the founding EXP commercial president who took EXP commercial from 0 to 800 in 3 short years, would you carve out some time to meet with James Huang? Okay?
Thank you, Tom. It's a pleasure to have our leader partners here today, and you guys. You guys are our partners. Don't think you're just. I know Chance Lean's brand new in real estate. You are a business partner here. Everyone shifts that mindset to be a business partner. When you understand that whether you're new, you have value, you have your life, you have a story to bring to the table. So I appreciate everyone getting on this call.